The new change to DoorDash that will absolutely remove all dashers for those restaurants that choose this option. And should you be worried about it? What are we talking about? And how will it affect you as a DoorDash dasher or someone considering driving for DoorDash? Welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. I am Mike's twin brother on his channel, Your Driver Mike. In today's video, we're going to break down a significant change from DoorDash offering a new option to restaurants that you need to be aware of and how serious it's going to be. So what are we really talking about today? We are talking about DoorDash's relatively new option for restaurants called self-delivery. And what self-delivery is an option for restaurants to take advantage of the DoorDash platform, but without you or I, the DoorDasher, or maybe you're considering signing up for DoorDash. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world. We're gonna break this down at the end of the video as well. How serious is this? Should you really be worried about it? And is it gonna cost you money? So you can see on the actual DoorDash website, the whole sales pitch, if you will, is reach more customers, but this time with your own drivers. They're even giving incentives as much as 60 days of free, zero commission to sign up as a restaurant on DoorDash. But how does this affect you as the driver? So if a restaurant is using their in-house team, what are some things that you need to be aware of? So obviously there's a big push on the DoorDash website, everything from growing your demand, deliver your own orders, so really taking more ownership of the delivery process and being charged lower commissions. But as a driver, is this something that you're going to have to be worried about? Is there going to be scores of teams from inside the restaurant taking away your orders? Because here's how it works. The order is going to come in on the app, and then the customer is going to be shown a message that says this restaurant performs their own deliveries. But the thing is, there's a huge takeaway that is removed for restaurants that choose this option. So restaurants that choose this option of self-delivery will no longer be able to track the order on the customer side. So again, what does this mean? So the restaurant will have more control, but the customer will have less control because you will no longer, as a customer, be able to track the order. And isn't that the whole premise of using the app to see the order from start to finish so you can plan, well, when's my food gonna get here? So is this something that you need to worry about? Will the internal teams, the teams that always have done delivery, probably have seen DoorDash, Uber Eats, and all these platforms come online and thought, hey, these people are taking my orders, they're taking my deliveries, and they're making the money. Is it going to shift back to that old school way of thinking almost, where internal teams are going to place their advertisements on DoorDash and they're going to take all of the orders instead of you? Well, in my opinion and Mike's opinion, I don't know if this is really going to take over, and here's why. So you might agree and put in the comments section, what's the biggest perk of a food delivery app from the customer standpoint? Well, I'm pretty sure that tracking is at least top 3. So since there's no tracking anymore for restaurants who decide to deliver their own orders, I see that as a big miss. So also, restaurants are going to use their internal teams, but now they assume all of the liability. What if that delivery driver gets hurt or gets into an accident during the delivery? DoorDash does make it flexible. So we can see here, what if I want to use dashers to fulfill some of the orders? Well, we can actually see that DoorDash says you can have a flexible fulfillment process. So if you want to use dashers and not completely eliminate dashers like you and I, maybe you're watching this and you're considering signing up. Well, don't worry, for those restaurants that maybe want to try self-delivery, they can use dashers for maybe after hours or deliveries further away. But I really don't see this catching fire per se. Again, I think the benefit of the customer tracking the order is a big win, and taking that away is awfully surprising. So here's another important point. So honestly, DoorDash really doesn't care how they make their money. They're forming these plans to get as many restaurants and participants on the platform, because remember, you and I as dashers, they make a little bit off the top of our deliveries. So I see all of you out there hustling. I see the comments in the videos, but if they get more restaurants doing self-delivery, Well, DoorDash still has a new restaurant on the platform and they're still making money. So I think what this is trying to get new restaurants on the platform that may be hesitant to completely give away control, but they want the benefits of a huge platform like DoorDash. They want a larger audience knowing, hey, we're open and we're serving food, but we're gonna remain control of the delivery process because that's just how we like to do things. So as a driver, here's how it affects you as well. Think about this. When you're driving on DoorDash, or maybe you're watching this video and you're thinking about signing up, well, there's constantly other drivers out there, maybe from Uber Eats, maybe from Grubhub. There's a variety of platforms. Well, that's your competition. And naturally, those companies are trying to take drivers on their platform. So this whole market grab, trying to get as many restaurants using their platforms, so restaurants using DoorDash, that's what they're trying to do here. I don't think it's a complete play to take away you or I's earnings or anything like that. I think what DoorDash is trying to do is get more restaurants on the platform because they're trying to gobble up market share. They want all the restaurants and all of the customers to use DoorDash. So again, I think this is a little bit of an incentive for those restaurants that might be not sure if they want to try it out. But what about this? What if restaurants actually really love this idea because they're making more money and they're maybe taking DoorDashers or delivery drivers and saying, hey, why don't you work for us? We can maybe pay you more per hour and the restaurant gets more money as well because there's less commission being paid to DoorDash. What if things completely change and restaurants now go all the way back to shifting to internal teams? Is that possible? I really don't know. And that's going to look completely different. So imagine if you're a DoorDash driver and you go online and your city might have been super busy and now it's completely dead. I think time will tell. Again, this was started just a few months ago, but maybe by the end of the year, we'll see a huge shift in restaurants that decide to do everything internally. Time will tell. So what's one thing that we say in this food delivery space? Well, it's constantly changing, and especially DoorDash is notorious for trying new ideas, which is usually a good thing. In this case, of course, if you're a Dasher, you'd rather not restaurants deliver with their own internal teams. However, DoorDash has come out with new features like previewing the address prior to you arriving at the customer's address. Now they're trying this self-delivery service. They're constantly trying new things. So I think that's what this is. I want to know your thoughts. So again, if you found value in this video, this is a new concept and you haven't heard of it and you'll learn something today, make sure to consider dropping a like and subscribing to the Your Driver Mike channel. Again, my name is Matt. I am Mike's twin brother on his channel, and this channel is meant to help you grow and earn in your side hustle gig economy. And make sure to click or tap the screen here for another video and a video recommended to you by YouTube. And as always, we will see you in the next one.